Hey, round two. Hey guys, welcome to another week of Secret Ponchos on Twitch. Today is week 7, and we're gonna focus on talking about Evil today. So today, well, it's only me today, this week. I mean, the rest of the team, Chris, Kaylee, Jared, they're all at Evil in Vegas right now, showing off the game. And apparently they told me that they had a pretty good first day. I got some pictures, well, 5 pictures, and I'll show that off later. But I think Jared's gonna be available to you know, go on live and you know, show us around the booth. It might be a little noisy. It was really noisy actually during our test, but you know, it's you know, keep the volume a little lower, and then we'll check out the show. Let's get to it. Call.
What is it? I'm streaming live on Twitch.
Hey! Can you guys hear me?
Barely.
Oh, barely? Here, I'll speak louder. Hey, Chris. Hey, Jared.
Hey, man.
Where's Yus? There he is. He looks tired. Hey, Gayle. What's up?
Really? Hi, Twitch.
Hey, Twitch.
Hold on, I can barely hear you. Anyways, this is our booth.
Oh, cool. Wow, it's pretty big. I thought it's gonna be like.
Coming at noon.
Yeah.
We're doing one every 3 hours. It's been awesome.
How do you see? Do you play with anybody like from the PS4 community or the Steam community?
Yeah, some of the PS4 guys have been through. Some of the other guys that are playing on early access have been here. We've been lots of new players. We've been promoting the game like crazy. The tournaments, we've been giving the players complimentary keys so we can get more guys in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. I sent you some videos earlier, the winners.
Oh, did you send me some videos?
Yeah, they're in the Dropbox folder.
Oh, cool. I'll look for them. Whoa. Oh, there we go.
Better view?
Better, way better.
So I think they're doing, what is it, Mortal Kombat's the big game of the day.
I see. Are they, is this 2v2 going on now?
Pardon me?
This is a 2v2?
Yeah, we're playing 2v2. We had a technical issue with one of the computers, so we're down to 2v2.
Oh no.
That's alright. It's going well.
Very cool. It's a pretty big show, eh?
Yeah, this is just one of the rooms.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take the other one. We got swag over here. And this is the big room here. They like movie screens.
Whoa. Oh, that's where they do all the like.
Yeah, this is where all the tournament tables are.
Street Fighters and stuff.
Lots of CRTs.
CRTs. Oh wow. What game are they playing right now up there?
Yeah, dude. Lots going on here.
Oh, is that your ear I'm looking at?
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I said, was that your ears?
My ear?
Yeah, I think I saw your face or something. What game are they playing?
That looks like
Smash Brothers?
Too.
Yeah, totally Smash Brothers.
I think that's Mortal Kombat on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kombat on the side. Okay, I don't know what Mortal Kombat on the right. I'm not sure what it is on the left here.
Oh, they actually have multiple
Oh.
they have multiple games on the same, like, oh wow. I thought it's like each room there's a game or something. That's cool.
Yeah, they've got all these stations set up. There's a lineup of like 300 people first thing this morning. At least 300 people.
Ah, I see.
They get in, starting the tourneys at 8 a.m.
Yeah. Was there a lot of people playing our game?
Yeah, it's been a steady stream. It's been great.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Is there press in here, or is it just mostly gamers?
It's all just gamers. There's a few streamers, but it's really just gamers.
I see.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like it's very different than all the other game show we've been to, eh?
Oh, for sure. It's super focused.
Yeah.
All the kids coming in playing it, you can just tell them what the buttons do, and they're getting into it right away.
Right. That's so cool. Do they have it's like the other mobile games in here, like League of Legends and Dota 2 and those guys?
Oh no, there's only like 15 games total.
In the whole convention?
Yeah.
15 or 50?
7 of them. 7 of them are indie.
Oh wow. Huh.
Yeah, there's not very many.
Wow.
So you get a lot of people coming through and checking it out.
Yeah, that's very cool. Did we give a lot of keys away?
Yeah, it's probably at least 30 or so.
Nice.
And we got lots of returning people that come back every hour to play.
Oh, cool. Are you guys gonna do like a bigger tourney at the end of the day, sort of thing, or?
You do the Masters tourney at the end, with all the winners.
Right. Masters tourney. Do you guys play with the fans, or you guys just watching them play?
We play with some of them. Yeah. So it's mostly just them and we're tutoring.
Do you guys get your ass kicked, or?
No, I've been practicing enough. I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, that's good. Okay, you wanna go back to the booth? I wanna check our booth again.
Yeah, okay, I'll come back.
Paparazzi camera. Oh hey Jin, they have a playable build there we spent last week working on. It's evil build.
Here's our booth.
So is the whole booth yours, or is it like split between? Oh, it's like the mixed booth, right?
Yeah, there's about 7 titles on this booth.
Okay.
We got this corner.
So it's these two and the other two on the corner.
Yeah, it's around the corner.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's not as stressful as PAX.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
Did you had more? You had 6 computers yesterday, right? Or 6 machines yesterday, right?
Yeah, there was 6.
Yeah.
But we got one down.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's good. Well, it's first thing. We're here for 15 hours.
That's not too long.
But getting up at 6:30, staying till 11.
Oh, really? Is that how long the convention lasts?
Yeah, well, we're here at 7:30 to get set up, opens at 8, and then the convention lasts till 11.
Oh, wow, 11?
Yeah, man, long
And there
day.
are people playing till 11?
Yep.
Flatshit said he never felt motion sickness watching a stream before.
there's tourneys all day. Like the finals are all at the end of the day.
Right. So so there are people playing our game till 11 at night. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I hope they secretly have coffee hidden behind that table. I don't think so. I think, yeah, we every time we go to shows, Jin, we never, oh, there's a coffee. Yeah, we don't really eat or drink or anything. We just kind of slowly die. Fade away. Very cool, man. Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna look for those videos on Dropbox and
Yeah, there's a bunch of videos, some good reactions to winning and losing.
Is it my Dropbox or?
It's the Tony Jarrett's here.
Tony Jarrett. No, I don't see it. Well, if you have time, can you drop me the link and then maybe I can grab it from there?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Alright. Cool, man.
Okay, cool. Well, have a good stream. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah, later.
Have fun,
See you
guys.
Thanks.
Well, alright, that was Evil with the team. They look like they're busy, and look like some of our viewers are, or Flatchet is busy, so I guess we can kind of move on. Okay, so I got some pictures too. May also show that off. So yeah, this is the poster we did for the Mix Indie Showcase. This group is really cool. They're like an indie group, but then they're focused at like competitive gaming and like the indie stuff. I mean the Evil stuff. So we actually contact them and said like our game is pretty perfect for being Evil because it's a like a fighting competitive game. So and those guys were really nice. They like kind of knew about us, and then they really quickly got on board and were like, you know, telling us that like, hey, you know, we'd love to have you there and, you know, show off the game. So there's K-Leaf the poster, and of course there's the banana on screen. Guess they're selling t-shirts and soundtrack too. That's cool. Jin, yeah, random banana. There's Street Fighter there. Oh, I wish I was there, man. Looks fun. Well, let me look for the image on Dropbox too. Love to play the video. There's more pictures just got from Dropbox. Oh, it's gonna. Guess that's the picture before they set up. Man, those wires are confusing. There's Chris, I guess, showing people how to play. Hey, Jared takes better picture than Chris, eh? There's the winners, I guess, for the first tourney. The room. That dude just looked really pissed off. Kaylee. What's this? Cool. Alright, I guess that's all the PAX image we got. And you guys up for a few games? Let's do some 1v1s if you guys are interested. Nerds with the shirt, Jin? I'm a nerd and I have a shirt. The same shirt. Are you guys used to the menus now, or a little confused by it still? Hey, Invisible Smoke. What's going to be in the arcade mode? So the way we're gonna design the arcade mode is something that you can play offline or without going to multiplayer. And so basically, I can actually show you guys the design after this game. In the arcade mode, what we want to do is instead of creating a character, you can just pick a character, and then let's just say I pick Phantom, and then it will go into a different screen where you kind of go through a random list of outlaws, and with the outlaws, they're gonna increase in difficulty, right? Kind of like Street Fighter, you know, like when you play the first round, it's pretty easy, the AI is pretty dumb, and then as you progress to like the third or the fourth guy, then it gets like harder. We're gonna see if we can utilize the we're kind of working on like a sample for a horde mode kind of thing. So basically, we want to use the arcade mode to kind of test for that. And so like, you know how in Street Fighter, like there's bonus stages where you can oh man, I think I'm fighting Shiny. There's bonus stage where you can beat up the cars. So basically, it's gonna be something similar. where you gonna fight a little execute it. You're gonna fight like a horde mode kind of thing where you fight like a few gunmen and you know, and then you get some bonus bounty and then you move on. So that's basically it. There's gonna be like a boss battle and you fight like a very strong version of the outlaw. You could be like Goro or somebody. So you fight like a really powerful version of him, and then when you beat him, it'll tally up all your scores and give you a ranking. Pretty much like Street Fighter. It's almost identical in the way we wanted the arcade mode to feel. The ladder mode in MK9. Well, right now the way we're doing the arcade mode, we don't have it's not connected online. It's for online and offline. But I think once we get that working, we can totally bring it to the multiplayer aspect and do like ladder co-ops or put like leaderboards on the arcade mode, so you can like kind of show off your how good you are and all the like who has the highest bounty in this game mode. And the way we designed the leaderboard now, it's pretty easy for us to add different sections depending on what we want to do. So you know, you can have your regular outlaw section and the rank, and then maybe we can do like a single play or like a arcade mode area leaderboard and stuff like that too. Hey Juice, you came late, man. We were just showing off some evil pictures. Or we were actually on live with Jarrett for 10 minutes there at Vegas. Ha, round 2. And invisible smoke. For horde mode, we are like we have some ideas what we want to do, but we want to keep it. We want to find like the magic spot where it feels like the game. There's a lot of enemies coming at you, but not like chaotic, because you know, with the way we design and balance the game, like it's not like you don't have like unlimited bullet in your gun. You have to reload. There's no like not much healing. The healing's actually really low compared to so like if you have too much enemies and stuff, then it's really hard to it's not fun, right? It's just kind of like running away. We want to make it so like it feels like a really good fight. So we're gonna play with like how hard the enemy is and how many of them. So you know, like I would imagine, like, you know, if there's like 5 or 6 guys coming after you, it's just pretty hard. It's already pretty chaotic, so it's not like gonna be like 100 gunmen running at you kind of thing. But we'll see. We're still designing these things as we go. But the bonus rounds in the arcade mode would be really good for testing it. See, find that sweet spot. I think that's a good idea. Invisible Smoke said if you beat arcade mode, you could get a special cosmetic or something. I think we could totally do that, or we can even make it so you unlock the gunman if you beat arcade mode, like a character. Then, cause he's pretty oh, I need to check my life. He's pretty weak. He's a very crappy kind of character. If you wanna. He's not the type of character that like would really dominate, but if you're really good at him, you could still probably beat a lot of people with it. So it's almost like your Dan in Street Fighter, where it's just like kind of ridiculous. Yeah, and with the horde mode, we want to do it so like instead of just like waves of the same thing, we want to probably do it like combinations like like three gunmen and then a Gordo or something, and then you get like and then two kit reds and like a killer and like those kind of things. And I think for me, I think it's actually really interesting if we can actually make like the main characters like really tough for these horde modes. So it's like it's almost fighting a boss, right? And then you can team up with like two other guys, like three people versus this boss and his gang kind of thing. Okay, guys, whoever wants to fight me, do 1v1. My team is not here, so I might. If we get enough people, we can maybe play some posse, but don't want to spend too much time searching for games right now. And I'm gonna play in different outlaw every match. I'll play Gordo. Oops. Ugh. Invisible Smoke asked, will arcade mode introduce cutscenes? We are thinking about doing some like old school JRPG talking kind of thing for the ending scenes, maybe. We haven't. It depends on time. I mean, we'll love to take some of our FMVs and turn them to cutscenes, right? Or do a little more storytelling of the characters. I think a lot of our users will really enjoy that. But yeah, it's pretty much time. Like if we have enough time or not. Okay, so here I can give you guys a sneak peek of the arcade mode stuff. We're almost done the screen, so we can show it off, I think. So basically, yeah, you get this screen, and then you go through each of the characters you're fighting, and then you kind of move on to the next guy, collect bounty. This is just the animation test we did for the interface in Flash. And then you get these bonus rounds where where you randomly get spawn enemies, and you try to survive for X seconds and get more bounty that way. I think it's actually really cool if we can get multiplayer working on this arcade mode and use we can use the same interface and stuff, but and just go through arcade mode with some friends and learn work on your teamwork, try to set up like team strategies for each of the characters. Who am I fighting? I see the whip. Oh. The only person I'm really scared of with soloing Gordo is Mad, or probably Deserter. There you go. I just noticed Goro makes a silly laugh when he switches weapons. Oh. Oh crap. Oh, I forgot he's really bad at running away. Should have just fought. Alright, Phantom. I'm kinda jealous of the other guys, man. I wanna be a evil too. But now Yusuf is not here on the stream, I can kinda show off stuff that I'm not supposed to as well, so maybe I'll do that. Burn! Oh crap. Oh! Yeah, Super Poncho WikiLeaks. Alright. You guys want to see some new levels, I guess? Let's do it. Oh, that was you? Nice work. Good game. Or I'll do one more, and then I'll show off new maps. So yeah, the arcade mode was really awesome. So I'll show you guys the end screen too for that. Yeah, I like this game 1v1. Like it's more, a lot more patience and a little less random factor. I mean, one of our sheriff Beefy, he just plays 1v1. That's his thing. He doesn't really like the team games as much, even though he's really good at the team matches. I like 3v3 the most. I think it has just the right amount of action and it's kind of more of my thing. Right, so yeah, you can set difficulty when you play arcade mode too. So you know, you get easy, normal, hard, and legendary. We don't know how hard legendary is yet, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it as hard, like really hard, just you know, because we found that there's lots of really good player out there, and I think they'll really appreciate it. And I think the way we're gonna do this too is when you pick like higher ranks or harder difficulty, your bounty will get, like, you know, will multiply as well. So if you play easy, maybe like your outlaw, you'll probably get like a 100 bounty or something. But with legendary, you probably might see like 1,000 bounty or 2,000 bounty. I think that's is it Jin? Oh no, shiny. Oh. Gotta wait for that knife. Oh, I can't even go for my melee kill. It's gonna stomp me. Oh man, destroyed. Oh my god. I wonder if Shiny put all his damage to what's points perks damage. Oh, I'm gonna run this way. I'm getting schooled. That's what I get for not. Oh. Well, Gordo is really good versus some characters at 1v1, just because of his range, and against like slower characters like Deserter and Killer, he's really good. But against Matador and a smart Phantom, he's really hard to 1v1 actually, because every time they stun you or they wound you, you walk really slow and it's really hard to get into position. And if you're not like super accurate, then they can really just get in and hit you. And his turn rate is really bad too while he's shooting. So one evade to the right direction, you can't really catch up, and then you have to kind of like let go of shoot, point, and then shoot again. And then his draw speed is really slow as well, so that guy could probably hit you before you can hit him. But that round I was playing a really bad Killer, so yeah. But so back to the arcade mode thing, yeah. Like, so for the victory screen, we were thinking about. No, this is just an idea. We haven't really got, but it's gonna be like Street Fighter. It tallies all your points, give you a rank, and then Killer said this cool quote kind of thing. So yeah, that's basically arcade mode in a nutshell. But I think we're gonna try to get it in next week or the week after. We have a lot of content that we're almost done. Like, so the first 7 weeks is like kind of like just getting it in there, getting the main menu to work better, and getting the infrastructure to put in all these game modes without cluttering everything like we did before. But now that's out of the way, and the Evo is out of the way. We can really start, every week we can start releasing new content, and it'll be really exciting to actually, show off new things every week. But as promised, I'm gonna cheat and show off some new levels. Just give me a second here. Boop. One second, guys. Alright. So this is the newest level Well, I don't need online connection for this. Oh, wrong controller. Yeah, so this is the new level. We call it Train Yard. This one is kind of designed with a little bit of the new game mode in mind too, but not as specific as the other one I showed the other day, the fort. But yeah, this one is missing some stuff, effects, and we're gonna polish it a little more. So basically, you're in a train station. We got the clock from the 12 weeks here as well. So this map is really cool. The way we designed it, we want it to be really different than the other map in terms of the play style. So if you guys were like, for all the other maps, it's pretty much like a square arena. And this is a square arena too, but what's different about it is that it's oops. Steam, why do you do this to me? Sorry guys, Steam doesn't like me much right now. There we go. Okay. Try this again. So yeah, so this map it's interesting because it's a big square basically, but you're actually separated by these train carts, and it becomes pretty long, narrow fighting arenas, like our pathways, where you would probably want to hold down these choke points, and near each spawn point there's these lower cover which is pretty long, and this is kind of like new to the level as well, where you can like kind of shoot across. Gordos have the bug, but you can always cut through the other enemies like area to get to them. So this is the other enemy spawn point right here. So basically you could, like, in the beginning run to the middle, grab these power-ups and stuff, and then try to hold this point with like your deserters and killers and Gordos. And then as a Phantom player, you could totally take the long way, use your dash. And there's a lot of cover, right? So you can quickly recover, and then go into and you can start flanking players from behind here. And then once you secure these areas, it's like the enemy's actually almost forced to go the other way, because like this area is just really good, like, for fighting. It's just low covers, big open areas, and it's also great for Matador players, where she could quickly run to like areas like this and like set up an ambush and force the enemy to walk to your allies this way, and then then you kind of set up the ambush here for them. So yeah, I think this map would be really fun. We're still, like I said, doing a lot of internal testing on this, just to make sure that the map plays good and more polish and that stuff. But it looks nice, and I think it's gonna be a really fun level. So Invisible, there's no moving trains in this level. Maybe in the future. I mean, these tracks totally fit, so we can we can just take out this cart there in the front here, and we can actually just do a every X minute a moving train will come by and like kill everybody if they're in the middle. I think it would be really fun, but right now we don't have the coders time to actually implement something like that yet. But I don't think it's gonna be that hard, and I think the way we design a level totally allows you to do that. So we can just like knock this card out, take away, and then take the card up top out, and then you have like this. Yeah, so it plays the same when you don't have when there's no train coming through, but then, you know, every, I don't know, like a minute, you hear like, you know, the engine and then the horn, and then you're like, oh, I gotta get out of here, and then, you know, then you want to like put fire here or put fire here, and then if they can't, they have to like take some damage before they can escape, or, you know, just go for a quick stun and then, you know, try to get out of the way, and then they can get killed by the train. Oh, look who this is. I really like this clock. I think it was fun to make. And what else? And I can show you guys the other level too. Let's give me a second here. Oh, that's not the right level. Jin, yeah, we kind of want to do walkways for a while, but then I think it's better if we didn't, just because it keeps the, because the doors aren't open, and we kind of made it more obvious that way, and it, in the train wreck, they're all broken up anyway, so it feels like you can go in. This one, we kept all the art kind of really solid, so you can't go through them, and what that does, it's, well, there's two things. One, it's, the gameplay actually improves a little bit, because, climbing up and down those things are pretty, it's not, the collision tech for it is not that good, so we want to keep on the ground level, and then you get more accurate shooting. And second, you get to create these like long hallways basically, and then and with the invisibility, with the X-ray, we can like hide that stuff. So that's kind of the reason why we do it that way. I think it's forward. They might have taken the level out of my script. Yeah, I can't show you guys the new level, unfortunately. I mean the one that was before this one. Or maybe. Nope. Alright, I guess I'll go back to the real game. Man, Steam, what are you doing? Stop restarting for me. Invisible smoke. Yeah, that would be really funny if the in horde mode the bandits or the gunsmen kind of jump out from the train. Or let me play killer again, redeem myself. Huh? Why doesn't that work? Let me try to figure this out while we wait for a match. Hey, shiny again. Yes. Rematch. And also, we are really close on getting our new game mode ready. The HUD is almost set up. There's a bit of more work to do on it, and then we go back to testing. I mean, Jin and Chivy will come in and solo, and Shiny will come help us test that stuff again. But oh, I don't like fighting Gordo in this level. This is too effective here. So, what should I do? There we go. Get 3 hits in, run. And that took 2 stamina just to run away. Something like that. Nice, not. He's gonna move. Yes! MLG knife right there. He should be low. Ah. Shouldn't let him reload there. Oh my god. No, I'm... Oh, nice work. I did better, but not good enough. Hmm. Looks like Shiny put a lot of HP in his life too. That shot didn't do anything to him. Okay, got my combo in. Oh my god, that almost killed me. Okay. Damn it. Sat knife throw. Oh! Molotov snipe. I really want to show the new level. Okay, let's try it again. Good game, Shiny. Nice work. That bottle is pretty big though. I think if I got hit by a bottle that size, I'll be dead too. The art for the bottle is like just to make sure it's visible to everybody. I think the bottle is half of Kid Red, so it's basically he's not throwing a bottle of whiskey. He's throwing like a mini keg of whiskey. All right, Kid Red. It's pretty big. Okay, wait. I wanna really show off this level. Oh hey, I Prodigy. Yeah, I was just restarting Steam on my machine. It's Steam has been very awful today to me. It's been restarting a lot. Here, I'll show off the level again. we might have some new viewers. Oops, I need to search for a match. Steam. Oh, and we're also finishing up the achievements, so we really actually, like, in next week or two, we really need the community to play and start, you know, trying to get these achievements and tell us when things are broken. We'll do our internal testing, of course, but with 150 achievements, there might be some situations where we might miss some of the stuff. So, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be you know, it will give the game more things to do for experienced player and new players as well. And like Yusuf was saying before, the way we design the achievements, we want to make it so we want to make it so it teaches it not only gives some experienced player a lot of new stuff to do, but it also, you know, like, it's almost like little missions and objectives for new players to, like, you know, learn how to use the different moves and get better with the characters. Hey, the 8th K Loud. Yeah, the community's still kind of small right now. We will, like, start doing. We have like a humble bundle thing going on soon, and we will. And we have like some sponsors gonna help us promote the game later. So it's gonna be within the month, or when it's closer to our launch. I mean, Yusuf will already have more information on that. But the best time to play is you know, the devs comes on every day at around 7, 8. We haven't been doing that for the last week because of the evil build, but we'll start doing that again. We'll announce it properly on the Steam forums. But that's basically the best time to hop on and play with us. And also on Saturday Twitch time, you know, hop onto the game, play some games with the devs and give us feedback. And normally we will try to play the 3 versus 3s, but today the rest of the team is at evil, so it's just me right now. And I feel like playing some 1v1s. Yeah, Prodigy, we're working on new levels. There's actually 2 new levels that's gonna be in on the Steam launch. Hopefully, we'll definitely put them back into the PS4 builds. It's just right now our PC build is so different than the PS4 that we try integrating it back onto the PS4 branch, but it's we're having a hard time doing that. So I will try to get it in soon with the, you know, with those gameplay fixes and stuff. But yeah, it'll be exciting. I think once we launch the PS4, we're not just gonna like, hey, these are some bug fixes, but it'll be more like, hey, this is like kind of like Ponchos 2.0, and we'll promote the game that way. So you know, it's gonna be a little bit of a longer wait, unfortunately. But I think it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be different. Your newbie player is gonna have more stuff to do. You're gonna get the achievements and stuff for the veteran players and for them to come back to the game. It'll be exciting, I think. But it sucks that PSN lost your profile, so it's totally gone and you can't log in, or just your Poncho profile is dead. Yeah, I love my dynamite. For me, Kid Red's actually the least fun to play, just because I feel like he's very linear, because he's very good at what he does, and he doesn't really have any major weaknesses, or he doesn't really have much weaknesses, but he doesn't excel in anything. But if you play him safe, he's actually just a very good character, because he doesn't really have anything that he's not good at. Oh. Oh man, if that slingshot could have hit. Good round. So so Prodigy, is Sony able to revive your account or anything, or is this gonna be gone forever? That's kind of crazy that they don't have a backup. So yeah, for those who hasn't, you know what, I'm gonna show off the new level in the engine. Might as well, since I said I'll show it off. And for those who just tune in and they know where the rest of the team is, they're actually all at Evo right now, and I'll show off some pictures again. I mean, Jin's seen it already. But yeah, so they're at Evo right now. Let's show off some pics. And Jared actually came on like an hour ago to kind of walk us through Evo, which was pretty exciting. I kind of want to play the new Street Fighter 5. I think it'd be super awesome to play. Maybe I have time for that game. Maybe. No. I think Steam is doing this to me because of their new security stuff I think they're trying out. Hopefully they get that sorted out. Oh, and also we're finishing up, well, I am finishing up the polish for the new characters almost, and when it's time, I would love to show them off in ZBrush, and you know, shows the process of how I made these characters, or Jared and I create these characters. But we want to make sure we do these marketing or you know, announce these stuff at the right time, so it's not so we can use it as, like, you know, marketing firepower. Jin. I'll probably have no time to play the game, but I'll get it and like maybe spend an hour just looking at the stuff in it, like see what's new, you know. But I won't be able to, you know, get good at it per se. So this is the other new level project. I don't know if you've seen this yet. Too bad I can't run around in the game because it's already working. Yeah, so basically this is like, we have a new game mode coming soon, and hopefully release it next week. But basically, you have like there's a 3-on-3. You have a leader, and he's like your boss, and if you take out the enemy leader, then your team wins. But you as if you're like just a bodyguard, you'll respawn and you're fine. But every time the leader kills you, he gets stronger. He gets more damage, more speed, and all that stuff. So basically, you don't want to feed him. You want to try to hurt him and slowly take him down, but you don't want to die, even though you can respawn. And the way we set it up is, you have two kind of main base and a center hub for where the double damage is, and you can choose to kind of fight and push in the middle and secure your your staminas and all that stuff and your double damage, or you can play really defensively, depending on your character, and just kind of like hoard the medkit. But eventually the enemy could probably come in and destroy you if you played like that. From our experience, at least, and it's pretty cool because it's almost like you have this like invisible line right in the middle. That's where the two base kind of where all the fighting is, and once you kind of push to here, you can basically secure all the power-ups and like lock them in and go for the kill. And there's 3 exits for base. So they could get away and try to loop down, but you have way more time to run here and then block them off, and once that team is no longer playing together, then you pretty much got the win. But it's fun because it's a little more strategic than our current game modes, and I don't know, I really like it. So we're getting the HUD in right now. The gameplay I think already works. It's just getting the HUD in and balancing the leader power ups and stuff. Then we'll launch it. We'll roll it out. It's pretty big. It's Mexi, or I mean the plaza is about like this big. Like half of it. So from here to there, that's basically the plaza, and then the well is probably right here. So it's almost double the plaza. But what's really, and it's about, I mean the train wreck is still bigger by like 20-30%. But what makes this map really big is because it's so open. Like right here, there's like almost no cover objects, and even these guys are destructible. So it just takes Gordo to do 2 ground pound, and these guys are gone too. And basically, you have these open field where you could set up really nice formations, or for Matador come into for the assassination. So what's really fun about this map is, or the game mode and this map is, you really gotta know each character and their weaknesses and cover each other. And we made it open on purpose because we want people to cover each other. So if a Matador go in full of blind, not everybody's blinded. You don't want to be in a group if you're fighting Matador, or if there's a deserter, you don't want to run straight to him this open area because this is his world. You want to use the middle cover. You want to use the side cover and take the long way. And then of course as Phantom players, these long ways are really good because you have all these little covers for you to regen stamina and go for the run. And it takes about, if you use Phantom's evade, the big one, it takes 4 to go across, so you could really quickly make it across the map if you want to. And same as Matador. And Kid Red's about just securing these areas around the well, or just once you get into this area, just keep bombarding it and eventually wear out the enemy. Take out their 2 bodyguards, and when they're responding, go in for the kill. Yeah, this map is really, really fun. Alright, I like it. Search for a match. Have you ever thought about the idea where in a match 3 versus 3, a boss spawn, and the first team to kill the boss gets power up? and extra points. Well, that's kind of basically what what this game mode is kind of like, because it's there is a boss, but the only difference is only he gets power up when he gets a kill. So he gets stronger and stronger. So you don't want to power him up too much by recklessly running in and try to kill him. But at the same time, you want to be able to do some damage and drain his HP, because he doesn't really have a way to heal unless you get a killing spree. Oh, go back to the good monitor. Yeah, and when a bodyguard kills you as another bodyguard, you have a really long respawn time. Like, it takes about like 10 seconds for you to respawn. So you don't want to get killed by them either. So we're not trying to make it so you get punished for dying. Like, so you don't want to be too reckless, but you do want to. Yes, lucky. But you do want to, get some damage in, and man, Shiny's getting really good with his Gordo. You do want to like chip his life and like take out the bodyguards, or another really cool mechanics too is like what we've been doing is as bodyguards, you want to get all the enemies to, or the other bodyguards to like a really low HP, and then you try to protect your leader, and then they'll try to get the kill, right? And that's how they power up. But when you have a deserter on the other team, that's not a really good strategy, because the deserter can heal them. So if you leave them with a sliver of life too long, then they'll just recover. Shiny, how much perks do you put on HP on your Gordo, man? Don't do damage to him at all. Put little perks in his body fat. Oh, nice work. Well, they won't prodigy us if the boss is gonna have access to abilities, guns. Yes, they will have all the weapons. Oh man, I keep losing him. Yeah, they'll basically be playing their character, but every time they kill someone, they get something called the grid. And basically, each time they kill someone, they get like a grid point. In each grid point, we haven't really find out the balancing for it yet, but each grid point gives you a multiplier, like a damage multiplier. And I think it covers some life too. I'm not very sure, but well, all these are playable numbers. But so let's say each grid give you 2% more damage, and you can collect up to 20. So by the end of the, if people keep feeding you and you keep collecting this grid, and you get like 20 grid points, and then that's like 40% more damage. So basically, you can go in for the kill, or you're like a wrecking ball. As long as you don't, your teammate supports you. But yeah, that's kind of the idea, right? You wanna play aggressively to kill bodyguards. Play as a team to let the boss grab some points, get more powerful, and then eventually you get to a point where you're ready for the big push. Then you go in, and try to kill the other leader. That's kind of the idea. And the boss has right off the bat, he has double a regular HP, but his HP doesn't get changed by the perk points. So it's a fixed amount per character for the boss. And that number we're gonna have to play around to get that sweet number, but right now it's at about 200% regular HP. Artsy, Atsy. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry, man, if I butcher it. Thanks. Yeah, the game looks pretty good. It's really fun too. Do you have a PC? We're playing on Steam right now. On the side note, we've been working with get like for the sponsor stuff. We are working really hard, and Yusuf's gonna actually focus on that, mostly that and balancing for the next few weeks, and we'll probably do a lot of like things like giveaways and promotional stuff for them, and hopefully that will trigger into a really big population base. Hazy. So, hopefully we get that, sweet magical number for the player base, and then people will have no problem finding games again. But we want to make sure we get arcane mode and all the tutorial and all that stuff ready first before we do those things, just because we don't want to lose the new players too quickly. Man, this Phantom wants to duke it out. Yeah. Any hints on the new characters? They're all very different. So one of them I can talk about. He's like, so with the arcane mode, we're introducing like a cannon fodder guy, called like the gunman, and he's one of the playable characters. He really suck. Like, he's not a good character to play, but he's almost like your well, he is your Dan character. He's your troll. Like, so if you get beat by him, you would feel pretty shitty, or crappy. Kaylee's not here to make me not swear. So he's one of the playable character, but he's more of a fun character, and but we have 3 more on top of that, that we're finishing or working on. 2 of them is almost done. Well, wait, no, yeah, 2 of them is almost done. And 1 we kind of leak out a little bit on PC, but I don't want to be the one leaking it. So he's a very defensive character, and he's about, how like Gordo and Kid Red is really good at zoning and like breaking up the map. Well, the new character, that's his specialty. Like, that's all he does. Like, he can basically disable part of the map for the enemy team and set up a lot of ambushes and cool things. And then the other character is is a little different than what we all the characters we have right now, because he's very the character's very strong, and I can't really talk about it. It's so hard to explain what he does, but he's kind of like your true tank. So like right now we have Desert as like the tank support character. Now the next character, he's gonna be like the true tanky take damage character. So yeah, it's very different than what we have in our roster right now, and it's they're both really extreme characters too. So it's not like it's kind of like, it's not like, oh, he's killer but he's also this guy. It's not that. They're both extreme characters, which I think will be really fun for experienced player, because they're kind of like, they got used to your Phantom, they got used to Kid Red and stuff. So with these characters, they give you a really different kind kind of like gameplay. And you know, it's not about shooting as much as about, you know, zoning and like, you know, support and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to show them off, but I just gotta wait a little bit. Oh, Jin, you and your obscene gestures. All right, so we're almost out of time, but here I'm gonna show you guys one, like for the last time, the Evo pictures. Because, you know, today is about Evo, so apologize again. I couldn't really get the ooh, there's more Evo image from Kaylee. Here, let's look at those. You guys can take a look at my email. Here, I'll just download them all. Hello, internet. Please download.
Nice one.
Guess these guys are the champs. High fives. Alright, and then we got some new pictures from Kaylee. Oh man, they did have 3 machines set up. It's crazy. Hey, Visible Smoke. Yeah, I'll add you next on Steam soon. Right after the stream. Tournament. So yeah, I'm sure next week they'll come back with a lot of cool stories. But yeah, we'll have to wait until next week, and I'll try to, you know, give a little pressure to use to see if we can release the character or game mode for next week, because I think you know, it's time. It's only 5 more weeks left, and I think we have a lot of content that we want to show. So you know, might as well show it off. All right, so yeah, that's it for this week, and thanks for tuning in. See you guys. Bye. Where is my OBS? Okay, later guys.